Right, hi guys. Well, it's all going on the day, isn't it? So I didn't even remember that. I just reminded myself that I've got the sage burning away because we need it. Um, the last bigger video like this that I recorded, well, it wasn't that long, it was 9 minutes. For for Sunday, the 28th, was about like a union coming together, but after a lot of painful endings, it looked like, and betrayal and stuff like that, right? The usual, right? This isn't how everyone's come together, but it does come through quite a lot. Now, these are all the ones that I was led to on the floor of truth. So we'll get to that in a minute. But even this, if you can see, it says, I'm working up the courage to contact you. So there are definitely some divine masculines that are doing this right now, or they will soon be in it, whether this is your twin or whether it's you. And what else? So yeah, I'm not. So yeah, if you're new to me, my name's Claire, not Crystal. Everything I do is to help the twin flames and empower you on your twin flame journey, your inner divine feminine, your inner divine masculine, whatever's happening in the connection. And currently, as I'm channeling this on the 29th of January 2024, there's huge energies of spiritual warfare. I mean, it's just, yeah, but the thing is, it's an interesting one because there's so many unions taking place or like coming in. So in waves, like in waves of people. So every time one union is about to come into physical union, like it's just crazy how much the spiritual attack and the spiritual warfare amps up. So that's why I've talked about prayer every single time I'm doing anything live or recorded, and why I, encourage you to do that as much as you can for your own union and for your soul family and blah 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 blah. So, where did I put those wee bits of paper? Well, I'll find them after. I'm doing mediumship Monday after I do this too. So I'm gonna meditate before I get to that. Right. So I just wanted to see. So like I said, after channeling all them shorts, they were all just such heavy energy. I was like, nah, I'm not feeling like being on camera. It's Mondays are my day off anyway, as those of you that know me well will know. But yeah, I just had a nice bath. I finally got my Epsom salt. So again, I know many of you like will know, many of you will do this anyway, because we all had this chat on the chat. But for those of you that might be a bit newer to this and you're looking for ways to upkeep your spiritual hygiene, is what I would call it. Epsom salt baths are amazing, or like Himalayan salt, because we're constantly getting positive ions from our surroundings. Now, the thing that again, people that have followed me for like the 9 years are going to be like, oh my God, we know this. I do it daily. But it's kind of like people, like I said, people don't. That's what I was used to say, is it's kind of confusing. Like we get positive ions from like electronics and our phones, obviously, just all over the place. And that's not actually a good thing. So it's like you need the negative ions from the sea and from things like salt baths and that. So like I say, I have a salt bath every single day, often twice a day, you know what I mean? Like I'll have them when I get up, and then I have them before I go to my bed, because it helps you get sleepy as well. So, like I said, a lot of you already use that as a way to cleanse your energy, but just for whoever didn't know that, because you might be wondering, when we're all talking about taking a salt bath and that, people might be wondering what we're talking about. Right, okay, so as well as the sage for heavy, again, like because I have picked up on particularly heavy energy today. Actually, I've just realized people that might not get this, again, like I said, everything I do is channeling, so everything I'm saying is part of this. I was going to put those pajamas on that have got the leopard on it, which is great because it reminds me of like my Jackie medicine, right? But something was like, nah, like, you know what I mean? I'm not feeling them. And I swapped to putting on my Wonder Woman pajamas. Now, you might hear me say that before. Well, again, the people that are around all the time know this, but like I'm obsessed with Wonder Woman. I've got Wonder Woman everything. Like I've got loads of pairs of jammies. I need to update them actually. And I've even got a hoodie with Wonder Woman. Like, yeah, I just love Wonder Woman stuff. But there is a reason behind that. Like Wonder Woman is an energy at my heart. You know what I mean? Like that kind of fierce, fiery warrior. You know, very much like Queen of Wands energy. That's funny because I've got that tarot deck I was using earlier. Because again, I just get in a wee habit of being drawn to different decks, and I really felt drawn to that one. And it might have something to do with, like, I wonder if that card will come out because that's either the Two of Cups or Lovers. I can never remember. But that's really, I bought it for that card. Do you know what I mean? Because I just loved it. I just love the way that they're just engrossed in each other, basically. But yeah, we'll see. But it's more the card of the day that keeps coming out. Is that Five of Wands with the two guys looking at each other? Do you know what was quite funny? Find it funny too. Wait a minute, I'll find it in case you didn't see the short. Oh, well, I didn't need to find it. It's here. They're both quite good looking, aren't they? Like, do you know what I mean? So like this literally could be. I mean, they look like two film stars, but this could be like, you know, two. I don't know, very kind of two very masculine men that are battling in the spirit. So it might not be something that's very obvious in the. I don't know, yeah, it's almost like somebody's got a friend around them that is like secretly competitive. Either for the same person, like they want your person, or and God, I'm not getting all that shit, but I will if it comes into it. But it's kind of like when I've said before about I've saw that throughout every, you know, throughout every I was about to say every era of my life. I'm only, well, I'm 40 in a couple of months, but you know what I mean? I've noticed it from when I was wee for myself, and I've noticed it for other people when that happens. You know what I mean? Like somebody trying to put you off your pet. Like for instance, the one that's springing to mind is when I've said this before, but when I was at high school, when I was going out with someone who wasn't at the school anymore, um, but his friends were. And like, but all I knew is like they kept making up. Oh my God, this is fuck. I've just realised how in line this is with. I'll forgive everyone involved that lied about me because really, what I'm getting at, the gist is that they fancied me. The friends that kept lying to my boyfriend at the time fancied me, and I'm not just saying that like being like, oh, everybody fancied, like they literally did. Like my friend at the time overheard them saying it in the common room, and it was, you know. So I've said that story before, but it was like they were like, "Oh, who's the tidiest in the year?" Tidy means good looking, by the way. And the ones that apparently hate me said my name. So again, there's something like this. Um, but that's the point. You would never know. So the point is, they're giving me that. And like I said, this is a very long time ago, obviously, but I'm going to be 40 next year. But it's amazing how some people could be frozen in time, though, isn't it? So that's going to mean something too. But yeah, it was like, but the guy I was with couldn't see it. Like he literally, so it's really, they were taking the absolute piss. Like they kept winding him up, making up all these stories about me, and they were jealous because a few of them wanted me for themselves. And like I did have a sense, and then I'd shoot away because again, it wasn't. I still had that psychic radar, but I didn't have any confidence. I didn't love myself, right? And I wasn't obviously with the story. I wasn't surrounding myself with the right people either. That you know, people that would just make that low self-esteem even worse rather than build it up. So when I had the thought of like, oh, I wonder if he fancies me and that's why he's making that shit, that was like, nah. But then, so that's why it was good that like, you know, my friend had overheard that to you know, to feed back the truth basically. Um, so yeah, gossip. If you think about what's came through today, it's gossip. It's gossip. But the point is yeah, your person might not have been able to see it. Because like I said, that's the whole point of my story is my boyfriend at the time did not see it. Right, okay. Right, so why am I shuffling these? I'm getting confused whether I'm doing right. So I'm doing mediumship Monday after this, right? So this is just me wrapping up the healing the January blues. But it's like I said, I don't even really like calling it anymore. But it was just I'm powering on until the Wednesday till the end of the month, and then I'll either I don't know whether I'll go into another theme for February or whether I'll just get back to doing my twin flame therapy, my love stories every day. Because I'm really, you know, I mean, that's why there's something here about, by the way, I'm hiccuping, but if you're new, when I hiccup or burp, like I'm hiccuping there, it's when I'm clearing energy, and because the energy is so heavy, I'm probably going to do it throughout the whole of this. But I'm also feeling really out of breath too, so I'm really picking up on the anxious energy. I feel like I'm picking up on the anxiety and the anxious energy of the divine masculine energies, regardless of gender, finding out the truth about people that have lied around them. And I had a really weird, well, it's not weird, but I was like, oh my God, I had a bit of a synchronicity where, you know, when your phone flashes up like memories, like, and well, it flashed up a memory, and it's like, and it was basically a memory of when it was like revealed to me of people close around me that I couldn't trust anymore. So yeah, like that, I thought of all the photos to sort of flash up, it's just really kind of quite amazing. You know, and it's more just like it's like what a common thing I always say is like, you know, don't gaslight yourself. Like I definitely, with certain things that happened in my life, like I said, this is long enough ago now, a few years ago now, that I've made peace with this stuff, because there's that many different situations that have happened to me with that many different people. But with this particular situation, it was just yeah, just getting all the signs that it's not beneficial to have this person around you. You know what I mean? Like they're not making you feel good about yourself, or they're maybe not supporting you with what's going on in your life. I don't know, different things for different people, right? Okay, so anyway, so what I mean is I'm just free flowing with whatever cards, and then might be more of the same in Mediumship Monday. So I'll put them there just now. I have awakened to our connection. I know we have a timeless bond between us. So, like I said, that was on the floor of truth, actually, away from all these cards. And I've been using this deck today, but that one wasn't in it. So I would probably would have came out if it was in it. But like I always say, the cards that come out for a reason. But so yeah, basically they got me to wear the Wonder Woman energy because it's needed. It's needed at this time for us all to be in warrior mode. So be extra discerning. And my Aries sun, which is fire energy, is in the house of Virgo. So it's Virgo moon right now. That's why I'm good at shedding truth on the lies, basically, because Virgo is about discernment. So, you know, not much gets past me. And if it does, it's for me to learn from it and come and teach others, you know what I mean? And look what I've just been doing. I'm confused about what I should do for my feelings. I'm confused about what I should do about my feelings for you. But what instantly hit me is that came through in the shorts earlier as well. Oh no, actually it was the music one that I done last night. It's like somebody's coming out of like being heavily had work done on them, basically, like spell work, confusing, basically manipulation, lies and gossip. But they're waking up from it and realizing that actually whoever was being lied about was telling the truth or the real one, and the people that have been doing the lying are the not so good energies, you know, for whatever reason. People do it for all different types. You know, I've known people to do it just because they haven't got what they can see you having the potential of having. Like, or some of it, it's more of a more personal, like it's like they want the person you are connected to, or they want you know what I mean? There's all, and this is change it for any kind of gender. It's just, there's all different types of reasons, right? Time has brought me the clarity about us. I made the wrong choices, right? I'll leave it at that because these ones are pretty deep, but this one's came out in the shorts too. So somebody's got the clarity, right? So not everyone's connections are always surrounded in this amount of drama. So for some people, it might just be you've had time apart from your person, and they've they've just now seen how they've self-sabotaged it themselves, because that will come into it regardless. But this is a bit more than that. It's like other people have contributed to confusing this divine masculine about who their divine feminine is. And I'm feeling lost and I don't know what to do about it. Yeah. So there's a lot of cards talking about somebody feeling lost. And then we have, I've never felt a love like this before. So again, somebody's feelings have just awakened in a big way. It's really quite overwhelming, and I'm working up the courage to contact you. And this is just the same message that came through the short. Somebody is working up the courage to contact you, and what might be behind it is all of this shit that, like, I just get the feeling this person can't quite believe that this is real. And it's kind of like one of them things where it's like, you, if you're a divine feminine, might have tried to warn this person about the people that you couldn't trust around them. If you were in a, wait a minute, I didn't bother with a bra, guys. TMI, I know, but I thought I can't be arsed, so. Right, he's fell on the floor. I'm making changes for the better and emotionally unavailable. So again, this is what I mean. Like, somebody might have self-sabotaged it, right? So someone's been working on that. Like, so somebody could be seeking therapy for this, or they could just be talking to people that they can trust, people that aren't, gossips and liars, and people that are like secretly sabotaging you. This person is making changes for the better, or they could just be going into a deep solitude, in hermit mode, healing from whatever karmic situations have, and that's the thing, the obvious ones, because, myself included, but a lot of people will channel about the obvious karmic situations where it's like, almost everybody else can see, apart from the person that's in a toxic romantic relationship, especially, but even toxic sort of friends and family and work situations. But this is more sneaky. Like, this feels like very Pluto and Aquarius, Aquarius season. It feels like very, what I mean by that is it feels like very shock, unexpected, like epiphanies that are washing over someone. And again, that's why I'm so, I mean, I'm being very cryptic here, but it's just that that's why it did fascinate me with the pitch. All the picture was it was just a picture that flashed up on my phone of me, but it's just because my memory's so weird like that. What I just remembered what that day was, and it was of yeah, it was just of something similar like that for me. That it was like, just almost like in the click of a fingers, I just had my answers about, yeah, I'm not meant to be around these people anymore. Like, it wasn't just one person. Like, it was just being able to be like, if these people truly cared about me, they really wouldn't have treated me like that. Well, anyway, right. So that's, I feel I'm channeling the masculine that's going through that right now. What else do we need to know about this? Unhealthy attachment. Look what I just said, yeah. And so it's like, it could just be something as simple as someone that's like, that you think is a friend, and then something gets revealed that it's like, wow, that's not a friend having your back. Like, so now this person's doing something to release that, or you could be this person, divine counterpart. Look, and it's like, I feel what's motivated it is, it's like somebody can now see who their true divine counterpart is, and that's why they're detaching from an unhealthy attachment. This could even be like someone's been hoodwinked by a false twin flame, and now they know who their true divine counterpart is. But this unhealthy attachment could also be like friends, family, or an addiction or something. Silent treatment. Yeah, I feel like whoever or whatever this unhealthy attachment was, this could have like influenced your divine counterpart to give you the silent treatment, to ghost you. Like, they couldn't feel overwhelmed with their feelings, but somebody could have also ghosted you because somebody's lied about you, and it's tarnished who you are to them. Um, and look what I just pulled when I said that. There's someone keeping me from you. So yeah, it's just the same energy as what I picked up on the shorts. Like, somebody actively, like I said in the shorts, somebody got a kick out of, like, they got their cheapies, as we say here, or as I'd say, somebody got a kick out of keeping two people apart by telling a wee lie here and there, or exaggerating stuff, or just, yeah, outright lying. Like, they wanted to see these two people being kept apart. It made them happy. Dark, I know. I ran away because I felt I couldn't live up to your needs and expectations. And then that's just more energy coming in about that. And it didn't help because this person was already doing that. And then when they heard gossip on top of that, it was just like, right, this is all too much like hard work. So it's almost like the people around this person played on the person's fears and vulnerabilities. That's why it's like this is people close around you or your person. You make me want to be a better person, but they're seeing through it. Like this person, whoever I'm picking up on, is seeing through it. They may have been, if it's someone on this channel, obviously you're watching the channel, but you could be new. If it's somebody who's been connected to the channel a while and listens to a lot of the stuff that I bring through, it's like you've been utilising the free shamanic journeys, doing the soul retrievals, you've pulled enough of your energy back to realise and recognise who you can't trust, which is why these energies are angry, and a lot of them will be angry at me for helping people. But we're going to keep on doing it. Twin flame journey, yeah. But we're going to keep on doing it. I'm going to keep on doing it because I'm a true twin here to help people on the true twin flame journey. And a lot of false twins out there don't want that happening. I can see myself in the future with you in the future. So this person sees you in the future, but I feel before that it's like they're asking you to be patient with them. Please be patient with me, because right now I'm going to channel this person. I'm dealing with fights, arguments, and conflict because of what I've recognised. So when this person, basically this person is trying to address what they've recognised with people around them, it's not going down well. I need time. I pulled away because I'm overwhelmed with all the things that are going on in my life. And there's that one again. I'm working up the courage to contact you. Yeah, they're putting repetitive cycles behind them because that's in reverse. And you inspire me in so many ways. You've inspired this person to change their life. But look at this, friends or family disapprove of this connection. Isn't that horrible that friends and family disapprove of this connection? Even though you're inspiring this person, they're growing, they're releasing themselves from toxic habits, people. But yeah, look, please, look, toxicity in reverse, just as I was saying that, because I'm just the mouthpiece. And they're like, look, please don't give up on me. And there's something I'm hiding from you. I was pretending to be someone else. It's like, you know, it's almost that of what I've said before, is like the people around somebody could be blackmailing them as well. Childhood wounding is influencing my actions. But they're reminiscing about you, and I'm filled with regret. And there's so much I want to tell you. What does this say? I am faced with constant reminders of you, and I get emotional when I think of you. Unhealthy habits and behaviours. It was kind of in reverse. Here's this one. This was just a fling. Can we start over? And I feel whoever people have been in flings with, they're very jealous and possessive and not letting them go. This person realises that they love you. I act like I don't care when deep down I really do. And will you give me a second chance? So yeah, you can see it's like, look, this is basically somebody that like has repressed their feelings and now it's all bobbed back up to the surface. I know it's the same message I bring through the time, but this heightened part of this person's spiritual awakening is like really got them in their feels and basically remorseful. I'm ashamed of how I treated you. So this is, you know, and this is why I've been saying that more often recently. It's like that's what I felt. And it's really horrible to pick up on. But we're holding space for the people that are in that because people can change. And I do feel whoever's in that is changing through their spirituality and they're being humbled. And oh yeah, now I get it's kind of like they're getting me to do mediumship Monday in this, but I'm gonna wrap it up. But it's you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna wrap it up. Like I feel like somebody's wrapping up all the drama in their life, like they're wanting to close the book on it and close the book on the people that caused the drama, or at least create strong boundaries. But that's what's happening right now. And what I was just going to say is it reminds me of when I caught the Jesus Revolution. God, when even was that? Was that only just at fucking hell? That was just the other day, wasn't it? It was just at the weekend. But yeah, brilliant film. Brilliant film. And like there's loads of themes in it, but the biggest bit is about forgiveness, and it's about, you know, when you do turn to the dark side or whatever, you get involved with the wrong types of things that are not good for you, you can be reborn again. And that's why I always say that even these really, I mean, and it is really, really toxic energy that I've been picking up around people lately, and it always is, to be honest, even in personal sessions. But there's hope for those people. Like, it's people's unhealed shadows. But until they choose to take personal responsibility for treating people badly like that, it is best that people create boundaries or not have these people in your life. You know what I mean? Because otherwise, you're the person, if that's you're surrounded by these people, you're surrounding yourself with people that are you're allowing yourself to be treated like crap. So sorry to say like that, but again, I've went through this. But you know, somebody's got to put a stop to it. And then, you know, then things can change. But again, only if you want it to. Like, both parties, or however many people are involved, both parties have to want to move forward. And sometimes so much damage is done, somebody doesn't want you in their life anymore. Like, that sounds like I'm talking about friends or family. Like, they don't want you. I mean, people can have PTSD from the way that people treat them, you know what I mean? And that's what I feel a lot of twin flames are dealing with too, is that like, a lot of your divine masculine energies will be dealing with that, like trauma from past relationships. And so yeah, we've got to have compassion for, we've all got to have compassion for one another, or you both could be dealing with that. So heavy energy, but right, what else do you need to know here? Let's just pull one card. Well, I don't know about one card, but how is this divine feminine collective feeling right now? Because currently in real-time energy, the card that I've for the shorts tomorrow, but they're all timeless, but they do kind of seem real time for some. It's kind of amazing that, you know, I was saying that I felt fuckery. I don't know, I can't remember what I said, but basically the two of my cards, and there's 100 cards in that deck that I channeled, was one's about there's fuckery going on around you closer to home or something like that, and the other card is like interfering. I don't know, it's just basically the same energy as this. So basically, divine feminines, regardless of your gender, protect your energy at this time. It's quite interesting because it's actually approaching later on in the week when I do that anyway. So if I go a bit quieter this week, other than, you know, because like, so if you're new around here, my usually tight boundaries, unless now and again I will reply on a weekend, but most time I don't, is that, you know, from Friday night till Tuesday morning, I usually just hold back from replying to comments and stuff, just to give myself a break, because I give so much energy, and I'm giving more and more and more as time goes on. You know, time's an illusion, you know what I mean? They're asking me to give a lot of myself because it's part of my calling. So that's my compromise, is like, right, I'll do all this stuff, but only if when it reaches the weekend, that's my time. Do you know what I mean? And not just the weekend, Monday too. But this week, I'll probably do that around, I would say, I think I'll probably go into Hermit again around Thursday onwards. Probably with the energy that's coming in here. So let's just see. So where is the divine feminine feeling? What's going on with it? How's the divine feminine feeling regardless of gender? If it's not yours, it's not yours, but we'll see what comes out. I might read it from the book too, because it's sitting there, so my brain's a bit fried with all that. Yeah, look, strength. And the way I kind of pulled it out, you see, it could even be reversed, because, but I'm putting there, so divine feminine, you're gonna have to be in your strength. And I feel it's because your masculines are really going through hell, basically. Either going through hell, realizing what this connection is on a deeper level, and realizing how they sabotaged it, or realizing the people around them that have contributed to sabotaging this connection. And I feel for a prolonged period of time. What's in the bottom? Yeah, but there's new beginnings. There is new beginnings coming. So stay strong. There is new beginnings coming that you probably can't see. Look, there's new. They're not lying. There's new beginnings coming for the divine feminine, the Empress energy. So let's see. Let's see what this strength card says. Don't think. Oh no. Oh yeah, I know why they're getting me, because it's like wee stories in this one. Right, so I'll just read that. Right, so divine feminine, this is for you, and it's on page 13. That is divine feminine goddess energy. The lion and I, friends, not enemies. We walk together in peace and harmony. Right away. I'm just going to butt in there. It's not me. It's him speaking for me. This is a divine feminine taming The ego of the divine masculine. That's what that is. And not all, you know what I mean? This is, I suppose it is quite a typical strength card, but that's what, but like they both do look quite peaceful here. It's like this divine feminine energy is saying to the divine masculine, I've got you. Like, you are strong. I feel it's been quite a battle to tame this divine masculine collective ego. Again, I channel it like it's one person, but this is quite a few people. It's like, it's been quite a long journey. Either to be patient for this person to see what was going on around them that they couldn't see. And that's true love, in my opinion. That is unconditional love. And that's, I just remembered that's when they got me to post that song. That's what stood out to me. The bit it's like, well, it's too high for me to sing, but it's I'll wait for you, you'll wait for me too. Like, that's so romantic, you know what I mean? Like, waiting for somebody for the penny to drop. Like, some people could be really arsey and ratty about that, like, fuck's sake, they're taking ages. Do you know what I mean? We'll have our moments, guys. Let's be honest. Like, let's speak. I'll speak from my healed shadow part, right? That's yeah, it does get like that. But really, all jokes aside, that this is why I always say, like, you, if you're a divine feminine energy, you went through this first. And well, look out if you haven't went through it and your divine feminine is yet to happen to you, but it is a journey, so it's inevitable that your divine masculine will go through the same. They will go through the same betrayals that you did and the unexpected pulling the rug out from under you ones. And it just might be like you might assume that that's already happened to them, but it might just be happening like right, or it hasn't even happened, because I can channel years in advance. But these don't feel like that far in advance messages. They kind of feel real enough time. But bear in mind they might not be, because there's ones that I channeled 2 years ago, 6 months ago, a year and a half ago that are only just coming through now for some people. It's who knows? But that's why it's like just go and see whatever else you're guided to on the channel. But yeah, that's what I'm getting from that. A maiden in her line posed for a portrait. Her hair is folded up and she wears a slim gold crown with beads. White flowers decorate her ear and a symbol of purity. Yeah, so it's like the purity of the divine feminine is helping to heal the unhealed parts of the masculine. The lion is young and appears cautious, for his eyes are trained elsewhere. He has a double chain adorning his neck. His mane is long, suggesting the raw power within the beast. One of the maiden's hands rests against the lion. The lion represents the untamed wild. His untamed wild. His presence connects this card to the astrological sign of Leo. The girl represents our youthful trust. The white and yellow flowers represent love and friendship. So yeah, I really do feel at some point with the twin flames that I'm picking up on right now, there was a purity and a friendship of whatever kind of, you know, you define friendship to be. It was some kind of connection. Because obviously whether you knew it was twin flames or not, because then when you do realise it is twin flames, it's like, you know, it's your own energy. So it's like you've got to try to make peace with that it's like either words, this is why I say so, like either other words, you are literally battling yourself. So, and there's just been a theme of that today, that there's been people around the divine masculine especially, but possibly divine feminine and the divine masculine. If you know the same people as well, that could be a thing too, that it'd be even easier to do that, but that won't be the case for all people. That it just feels like that might be relevant too. But it's like people around either or, like either both of you or one of you, it's like they took some kind of satisfaction or enjoyment out of constantly putting a spanner in the works. For what reason, who knows? Like I said, people have got all these different reasons. Upright meanings: allow your inner strength to shine, be gentle to yourself in troubled times, heighten your self-esteem. Yeah, so basically divine feminines, shine bright as fuck, so that the haters need a pair of shades with how bright you're shining. And I love it that it's a Leo card, because that's what Leo's about. And how can I do that? I can do that because I've got a Leo midheaven. So I might a lot of the time want, like 80%, nearly 80% of the time, like to be a wee introvert and spend a lot of time alone or with people that I really love around me. But see that other 20% that's coming out, bitch. And I'm saying bitch because it's like in general, it's like, you know, yeah. Well, I don't know. It came out my mouth. It's gonna. it's going to come out. You know what I mean? It's quite funny. I don't usually talk like that, but it came out of my mouth, so we're rolling with it. So the reverse meanings are trust yourself, stop seeing the world as lacking, have courage. Yeah, so divine feminine, again, you're going to need to be strong this week. I don't know why, but, well, I do know why. It's because unions are coming in, and it could be your union for all you know. But don't ever hold on to that. So let's see what the masculine has. But remember, I did actually, I just reminded myself, because like I said, I can't remember what I said and all. I couldn't even remember it was all that drama. I don't know how I forgot. Probably because they just wanted me to just chill out. But it's like, yeah, I pulled the union card in Monday's video. So alongside all this karmic drama. So where's the masculine at to go with that feminine that's needing to be strong and shine his or her light? I said his first though, so that's where you know, there's a lot of male divine feminines out there too. Where's this divine masculine energy, male or female, of that feminine? Let's just let it fall out. And you give us a card that'll most make sense. How are they feeling right now? Might need to pick it. Oh, quite a few. That the Emperor. I'll have a look. Yeah. They don't tend to follow it. Well, sometimes they do, but I usually do need to pick it. Judgment Day. Wow. Oh my God. Yep. Oh my God. And there it is on the bottom. See, they don't like, listen, people might just, again, people that are new to me, you'll see that this happens all the time, but I'm just being the mouthpiece. Look, that card from the start. So there is definitely, again, even if this just makes sense to one twin flame pair out there, then I've done my job. There's definitely a divine masculine out there that I feel a male around you. Now, this you know, this could be any kind of connection. This could be a friend, this could be a family member, this could be someone you work with. I don't know what other connection, do you know what I mean? But it's like somebody has been battling with you, and it's judgment day for them. Like, I don't know how somebody's being like outed for this, you know, like I don't know, their true colours are showing in some kind of way, or God is revealing that this person has not wanted you to move forward in this twin flame connection. It could even just be that it's like they sense that you're going to come into like this place of power, and well, it's like this is like two male egos having a coke off, isn't it? It's like, but yeah, I feel it is more covert though. It's not obvious. Like this, I feel like that could even be like two best mates, or like two people that are really close, and it's like, yeah, I don't know. Then that kind of makes sense of what I was saying at the start about, and it's just funny that we're using that from me with high school. But I could always, well, although I didn't know that with that particular story that those, and it wasn't just one of them, it was two of them, it could have even been more than like that fancied me. So they used to make up stories all the time to encourage him to, well, dump me really. But it would more just I'd get shit all the time. I'd just get him saying stuff to me all the time, and I was like, I'm not fucking. What are you talking about? Like, I'm not doing anything, right? And because I fucking wasn't. And then even I'm not even kidding you. Like, you can probably guess this was a karmic energy of mine, but like this is why I'm so good at helping people with this shit, because I got taught really early on in life. But um, yeah, even when I was older and I was going out to clubs and that before I split up with this guy, I'd get people in the club like literally chatting me up and that, but then talking shit behind my back, like making out like I was being untoward, like at that. Oh, this is so interesting. I thought I was going to talk about this on Mediumship Monday, but they're making me talk about it now. Basically, what I'm saying is, I can remember one particular night. And remember, I was quite shy, so I'd be looking quite good, but I was quite shy, and I was with my friend that was really super confident, right? And anyway, like, yeah, these guys were like chatting me up. They were all over me, and I was like, look, see you later kind of thing, trying to get away from them, because I knew that they were going to turn it around, that I was like, I don't know, trying it on with them or something. Long story short, that is exactly what happened, but that was actually leading up towards me and this guy splitting up anyway, because I was just fucking, but anyway, there was loads of reasons, thank Christ it was not meant to be, but um but um that's reminding me of when I was watching Love Island last night. I was horrified. I was like, what a wee bitch, man. Sorry, there's no other words for it. Like, these girls and guys on that show, they're so good looking, right? They're all really like stunning. They are. They're very good looking people, right? There's no disputing that. But this one girl on it, right? She's like with she's with the guy that's apparently with him, his girlfriend that he's been split up with for 6 months, right? Again, would not be surprised if that comes out that that was all a show for show and they weren't actually split up, whatever. But um anyway, he suddenly decided he's head over heels in love with that girl, right? And then they put her ex in, again, another good looking guy. Um and so she's now turning her eyes towards the one that they've just put in, because that's what they put him in there for. Because just it's terrible when you're telling them about this show, eh? But it's like but anyway, the thing that was I was just like, that is so bad, man. She's like just got so she just said to the one that's come in, like basically she's more or less saying I'd rather be with you than him, right? But then when she's with the guy that is like basically got the love eyes for her, he just seems like a really like I don't know, he just seems like a really nice, down to earth guy, that doesn't like being fucked about really, right? And like when they get sent away in this thing called the hideaway, right, which is basically like they get sent away to have a bit of private time with each other. It used to be way more explicit and you'd be seeing everything going on. Now they must have been told to tone it down because all we ever see is them getting a wee kiss in and then the lights go out, we don't see the rest, right? But um like yeah, as soon as they got in there, she's like, there's no one else I'd rather be in here with. Hello, red flag, when she was just telling the other one 30 minutes before that she'd rather be with him, right? She even acknowledged that when she came out there the next morning, but still, it's really bad, right? And then, um, what was it? She also was like, oh, I don't know, she was just saying so much shit, it's hard to keep up with. I was like, my jaw was hitting the deck with how I couldn't actually believe how someone could lie like that on the telly. But that's why I'm like, she must have been told to be doing that. Because how could you, like, unless she is still a bit younger, like, unless somebody's just so unaware of how they're coming across it, I just don't know. But the whole point is it's time back in that it's like, she's making out like she's all sweetness and light and oh yes, I'm just a really good looking, old pretty one. Whereas it's like actually, and also it was how she done the other one dirty, because like, that guy's ex-bird is like, she's absolutely stunning, but actually seems like a really genuine girl. Um and it was like, so, after she stole the one that she potentially could have rekindled with, she's now going after the one she's been paired with, because that's that one's it. Anyway, it's just that you can tell it's going to create a lot of drama which people will love. But it's kind of like what I'm just kind of getting at is I think they're telling me that it's like, that girl, it's going to be interesting to see whether she takes responsibility for the bullshit that she's causing. Or whether she's going to like, because it's obvious that these two guys are going to come to blows, like on that program. But it's not actually, the guy that she's like thrown herself at basically, it's not him doing it, like it's her. Because he even says in the diary room, I don't know that other one very well, but we're getting, I like the way that's going. But all the while that other one is throwing herself. Basically, it's what it was reminding me of is a Jezebel spirit. You know what I mean? Like that one knows that she's already slept with him. They've had a thing before, and she doesn't like that he's seeing something in the other one. So she's like going out. So it wasn't enough to kind of get, to it wasn't enough to get to throw a spanner in the works with a potential rekindling. She also then she basically, it's like, talk about, she's wanting to have her cake and eat it. It's like you can't have the two of them head. You know what I mean? But she's got like, if karma's going to do it, she's going to end up on her own. But sad to say, people are that egotistical and shallow. She won't end up on her own because she's very good looking, even though she's acting really not very nice, basically. So anyway, that's my sharing of Love Island. But you can see how it fits. It's like somebody twist. Oh my God, no, I knew it. It was that. I felt it when I was saying it. It wasn't that. It was that card I bought this deck for. So that must be the lovers. This is about a choice. Let's just read with the book, like with the actual guidebook. This is about making a choice. It doesn't look like it, does it? It doesn't look like that there's a choice here. By the way, something could be significant about a Christmas here as well, because that always looks like a Christmas tree to me. This, I feel at some point this divine masculine was making a choice between two, right? And this is definitely the collective where somebody has chose somebody else, right? Or they've just chose a single life and wanted to, they didn't, this was too heavy. But now, at this full moon, and that was crazy the way that happened, at this full moon, and then look how the cards just fell over dramatically. Someone's had a revelation, an epiphany about that you're their true love, because that's the Two of Cups. That is the true love card. That is literally one of the twin flame cards. And that's the rude awakening that's come to someone. That you're, would the real Slim Shady please stand up? You're the real divine feminine. And interesting it was as I was talking about that, all that bullshit on Love Island, it's like, interesting. Right, okay, so, but the whole point of me sharing that bit on Love Island is that, like, she's lying, she's lying to, well, she's definitely lying to the one that she went away into that room with, but he's, now I know either, I knew when I was watching that last night, I was going to bring this into stuff. He's starting to cotton on, because he says to one of the other decent guys, who's a Scottish guy, by the way, of course, something like he's smelling a rat, basically. He's like, something isn't adding up here. If she likes me as much as she says she does, why is she taking him off to talk to him? And then it's, what I mean? The friend is like, she might be doing it to sort of end it, to say that you's got on that well. No, she was practically throwing herself. She was wanting to kiss him. Put it this way, if that guy had like leaned in for a kiss, she would have kissed him. And that's really disrespectful before you've sort of cut something off. Um, but yeah. Right, let's read this, because I didn't mean it to be this long, but it is this long. So we'll deal with it. Right, let's read the Judgment card. So, Divine Masculine, and Schoolmate's Power as I'm finding the... I call upon you to rise up, be free, and take the next step on your journey. Well, I never question why they're getting me to use the guidebook for something, because that's why. That's why. The angel of mercy blows her golden horn, her wings spread wide open in a welcome gesture, her shoulders are bare, suggesting she's no time to hide that her intentions are authentic. Poor bodies rise up from the dark valley, heeding the ethereal music. The horn blows the music of the universe, giving instructions to listening spirits. Not all of the spirits will pay attention. Many will stay behind, terrified of what's to come. The background image is hazy, suggesting we cannot see what is beyond. Only those who are beyond mortality can view. Basically, Divine Masculine, you're being called. Many are called, few are chosen. Like you're being called, and you're being called to recognize who your twin flame, your true love is, to save you from the old toxic ways of the world, basically. That's not heavy at all, but that's the message. Resurrection, rebirth, awakening to a brighter future. And then that's why they got me to mention that the Jesus, oh my God, and it's called that, isn't it? The Jesus resurrection thing. Reverse meanings, resisting the call, avoiding a connection, questioning it all. So again, some masculine sadly could still be in that. They could be resisting the call to their twin flame. They could be avoiding a connection, therefore self-sabotaging it. And they could just be, or they could be questioning it all, like, in their spiritual awakening, because that's why the card came up before. Now let's read the Two of Cups, because that happened. What was, oh yeah, and then obviously, let's read the one with the two guys too, because that's obviously really going to be speaking to someone out there. And again, I've had that download before. Like I share it whenever it comes in. So, because the thing is that could be quite a few people. Because I'm just picking apart. They're reminding me. Look at what I was saying from when I was younger. It wasn't actually just one of the person's friends. It was several, and that's not just me being like, oh yeah. Again, I'm just stressing. I wasn't like, oh, they all fancy me, because I just wasn't. I still am like that. You know what I mean? It's like you just don't know. But when there was actual concrete evidence, because they were overheard saying it, and my friend couldn't believe it. She was like, they literally make Claire's life hell, and they feed back bullshit to such and such, and then they're sitting there all chatting, saying that they fancied me. You know what I mean? They just didn't know who they didn't know that that was like one of my close friends. Oh dear. Right, so Right, so check your friends, I suppose, would be the message there. They're the close people around you. Right, now, what am I looking for here? 2 cups, right. So, 2 of cups, and then I'll look at the 5 of wands, or maybe now, because I think I've found that first. Yeah, he won't, so this is the one that I've just, look, that, see how they just made me find that when I was saying that? So look, this is for this card, right? The 5 of wands. Now, I know lots of you know the tarot, so you know what this means, but this is maybe for people that don't know so well, but just because it's the way that it's saying it is, and then look how it's over that. This is so funny because it is kind of like what's going on Love Island right now. It's not exactly, but it's kind of. He won't get me. I'm stronger, more capable, and know far more about this game than he does. Who does he think he's attempting to best me? So again, I do think this could have come from someone that just didn't want. They didn't want this divine masculine to come up on top. They didn't want them to do better than them. They didn't want them to have the love of their life. They didn't want them to. They just didn't want them to be happy, which is really sad. But that is what I'm getting. 2 combatants are locked in a game of tug of war, their hands wrapped tightly around a rope that cuts in and out of the 5 of wands. Out of 5 wands. Both men have been at this for a long while. Their muscles strain, their faces are locked in wicked determination. Neither shows signs of weakness nor backing down. The 5 wands have been set in various heights. The sun seems to set, and the competition will continue by light of the wands. And it says upright meanings are locked in battle, not being flexible, brute force, and reverse meanings rise above the petty dispute, own up to your mistakes, widen your perspective. Okay, so now let's find the 2 of cups. Right, get that bullshit out the way. Let's bring in the true love. So it's Judgment Day for this twin flame union, and it's Judgment Day for all the people that tried to stop it. We devote this day to each other. We join as one in mind, body, and spirit. A couple gazes lovingly into each other's eyes. They've taken the next step and are building a commitment to one another under the warmth of the sun. The stillness of the ocean's water does not give way to steamy waves. 2 cups hover beneath the man and the woman. A flow of water or energy springs from the centre of each cup, connects between the couple. The symbol for the woman appears between the 2 cups, for relationships and emotions are seen as feminine capacity. Upright meanings, true love. Capacity to grow, emotional completion. And the reverse meaning is empty promises, emotional opposition, inability to deepen relationships. And then I just stuttered, so it's about, I feel the divine masculines are going to resonate with this, or you about your masculine. This person had a resistance to how deep this connection was, how, and what's that? A Queen of Wands in reverse could have been involved here too. So again, remember that's my energy upright. That's a fiery, passionate woman. Who actually does get a lot of attention. The Queen of Wands just does point blank get a lot of attention, right? They're passionate, fiery women. But that a Queen of Wands in reverse is like kind of like what I was describing to that girl on Love Island a bit. She's even more dangerous because the girl I'm describing on Love Island actually looks like butter wouldn't melt, but really she's the kind that you wouldn't leave your boyfriend alone in a room with, you know what I mean? Yeah, I think you know the kind I mean. Right, so of course, that's where people would be like, but you should trust your boyfriend. But it's kind of like, you know, there are women like that they really play on, yeah, like I said, the Jezebel spirit. But yeah, there is that too, that you would hope that you're with somebody you can trust, but alcohol, that's what they're pulling me to. That, because to me, that's sometimes, so it's like where drink is involved, you wouldn't want to leave people around the wrong types of folk. That's basically what I'm getting from that. Right. Again, just don't have these people in your life, full stop would be the answer, but anyway. Right. So, oh no, I've read it. So yeah, so that's what's going on. I mean, this is really powerful. The masculine is like, wait a minute, let's just hold, what ones did I pull here? I think we need the strength card, but let's do that, right? So it's Judgment Day for somebody that's tried to keep. So this just happens to be two guys, but this could also be females that have kept people apart. But that specifically will be meaningful. But then I'll put something that like Judgment Days come for the karmic energies that tried to keep these twin flames apart. There. Basically, right. I'm going to end this here, and I'm going to do some mediumship Monday. It might be similar messages that come out, but we'll just see. So again, it does make me sad to, in fact, you know what, I'm going to burn this. It does make me sad to deliver these really heavier messages, but it's certainly not a fucking revelation to me, let me tell you, because I've been channeling it for a long time. I see it in personal sessions, and yeah, fuckery goes on. But it is because these unions are coming about, so wait a minute. Let's just use this before I end it. What else do we need to know here? What's the next step for the feminine collective that resonated with this? That came out today in the shorts. Yeah, just look, multi-dimensional healing. You're integrating some type of healing right now. Like, so if you're unmarried or and you've done the challenge, or even if you watched like a lot of, or the majority of the videos that I've done all of January, that, like I said, every video I do is a clearing and a healing. So, you know, integrate the lessons and the healing that you've been learning this month. But again, you could also, whatever personal healing you've been doing on top of that, because I know that I've, you know, been healing a lot personally on top of that. So it's just integrate, take the time to go within and integrate the healing. That's divine masculine's feminine side too. So it feels like you're really taking the time to integrate, like basically the sudden epiphanies and repressed emotions that are coming up and shock revelations. Masculine, what's the next steps for the masculine collective? And feminine's masculine side, yeah, fast track to ascension. Like it's all fast. It's like really, it's quite interesting because, you know, and look, when I was holding that card up there, I was like, you know, didn't I say, I nearly said you are the chosen one. I don't think it actually came out of my mouth, but I said something like that. It's like, this is all, it's kind of like, look, fuck you very much, karmic energy, but thank you too, because you've just fast tracked me to ascension. You've just fast tracked me to my true love. That's what's coming through. That's how this person will look at it in time when you're past the pain. If this is you, you'll be like, you know what, actually, I'm glad that was revealed to me, because now I'm with the love of my life. Like that's that person talking from their higher timeline when they're with their twin, receiving cosmic intelligence. This divine masculine is getting all the downloads about who they can and can't trust, or they soon will, or you soon will, if this is you. Right, we're done now. Powerful energies. So please like, comment, subscribe, book a personal session. I haven't posted offers to do with the challenge, and I'm sure I will. Again, tomorrow's Tuesday. Tuesday's like my Monday, right? So if I'm going to post them at all, I'll be posting them tomorrow, or I'll just tell you when I do the live stream. So I'm sure I will be on a live stream tomorrow. We'll just stick with a 6:30 UK time. But like I said, that will probably be shifting to a Thursday night kind of soonish. I need to swap things about just for things I'm on personally. But I don't need to do it just yet. So yeah, if you want to come and join a live stream, 6:30 UK time. I'm usually there for at least a couple of hours. But yeah, I just go with the flow. And yeah, I hold space for, I usually pull people a free card, or there's options for paid options if you want more in-depth readings. And of course you can book a personal reading if you don't want me to do your cards in public. But apart from that, please like, comment, subscribe. If you unfortunately feel that this might resonate with another twin flame out there and they could find some sort of comfort, or at least some kind of clarity that they're not crazy, you know, because that's what I feel like I said a lot of people can do is gaslight themselves. Then yeah, please do share it with them. But I'll end it here, and it's interesting that it's nearly at an hour there. So yeah, 1 is about new beginnings and alignment. So everything's coming into alignment. It's having to break down before there's a breakthrough. So we go.